my good students. I welcome you to Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Your government teacher is here, and I'm going to take you in one of interesting subjects, topics in the subject that you are going to enjoy. Sit right, follow me, let's go together in the discussion.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
The topic under international organizations is ECOWAS. ECOWAS is an acronym for Economic Community of West African States. Under this topic, we are going to achieve the following objectives. At the end, you will be able to discuss the historical perspective of ECOWAS, that is the formation. Secondly, you'll be able to outline the aims and objectives of ECOWAS, to list the organs of ECOWAS, as well as discuss the organs in terms of their functions. The formation of ECOWAS as a sub-regional organization was mainly to promote the cooperation and development of all economic fields and progress of West African countries. And this was the idea and initiatives of two heads of state at that period of time in 1975. General Yakubu Gowon was head of state of Nigeria. Nasingbe Yadema was head of state of Togo. The two of them met and agreed to call on other West African country leaders to discuss how to form an organization that will work for the progress of the economies of West African countries. It was formed in May 28, 1975. Not less than 13 other leaders came together, totaling 15 of them, and they sat down to agree to write a charter, a statement of agreement of how to form this organization. The community's headquarters was sited in Lagos, when Lagos was Nigeria's capital. That is where ECOWAS head office was sited, but today it's in Abuja, Nigeria. This is the picture that tells the headquarters where it's sited. Now let's go to aims and objectives of ECOWAS. One is to promote cooperation and development of West Africa in the fields of industry, in the field of transport, commerce, agriculture, and energy, and so on and so on. So that there will be cooperation to develop West Africa in the area of industry, transport, commerce, agriculture, energy. ECOWAS was formed. And the target or the objective, this is number one. Number two, to eliminate custom duties and other charges on importations. What do you mean by custom duties and other charges? Goods that come into a country of West African states from one place to the other, they have levies that are imposed on them. This was to this was removed in order to reduce cost of transportation, cost of bringing goods from one country to the other as brothers, as friends, as neighbors of the same sub-region. Abolition of quantitative and administrative restrictions on trade among member states. What does this tell us? To abolish quantitative and administrative restrictions, not only custom duties and other charges, all other laws, all other administrative charges, all other restrictions that are placed. For example, if Nigeria says this form of items or goods cannot come to Nigeria. What are the laws? What are the rules or things that guide the importation? Areas where it will be easy for the other countries to bring or to export to that place are removed. They abolish them. Establishment of a common custom tariff and commercial policy towards third world countries. Yes, common custom tariff. Like we said earlier, custom tariff indicates the levies that are imposed on importation or exportation. In order to have free flow of bringing goods in and out, especially to third world countries, countries that are underdeveloped, countries that are developing. If Nigeria has, as we have crude oil, agricultural products and items that we can move to those countries, let there be easy movement. So the establishment of this common tariff will make it to go the way it should be, and let it be common among the countries of West Africa. Not one do it this way, the other one do it in another way. They all agreed as an objective of ECOWAS. The next one, harmonization of economic, industrial, as well as monetary policies of member states. Yes, to harmonize, to bring together policies in terms of economic aspects, in terms of industries, in terms of monetary policies. If you talk about economic policies, what are those things that are needed to be done that will make for advancement and growth in the economy of these countries? ECOWAS will encourage it. At the same time, what about industries? We want to improve on our industrial areas of life. West African countries needed to have some policies that will ginger it, that will encourage it in such a way that industry will spring up, people will get jobs as a policy. Again, as an objective. Again, monetary policies in terms of how to get money, in terms of what are those things that we can do. Maybe you want to go borrowing one country with another country, how the banks could assist in getting loans, one country or another. So ECOWAS have made it an objective to assist financially West African countries. That is what is being talked about here. They needed to harmonize it, and that is what they did. All this while today, they are still doing that. Let's go to organs of ECOWAS. There are basically or mainly organs of ECOWAS that were set up, that were established, offices that were created to move for achievement of the objectives and goals of ECOWAS. Number one, we have the authority of head of state and government. That is the highest organ of ECOWAS. It consists or comprises the heads of state and government of all the member states, the 16 of them, all their representatives. If the head of state or government cannot be there, then you say somebody could be Minister for Foreign Affairs, could be Minister for Economic Matters and so on to represent him, or the Vice President or whatever, whoever that will be able to represent him or her. It means at least once a year, yes, and the chairman is rotated among member countries. Currently, our own president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the chairman of ECOWAS. And thanks to what he has been doing to make things work for this organization. Functions of authority of head of state and government. Number one, it discusses common economic matters of ECOWAS in general. Yes, generally it discusses economic matters of all member countries or member states. Two, it approves the treaties, that is, statement of agreement, documents that show the agreement that member states signed into. And this proposal will be amended at any time. And once they all agree, then so be it. It becomes part of the law, or they remove anyone they want to remove. That is the work of authority of head of state and government. Also, it approves the appointment of the executive secretary. The executive secretary is the one in charge of administrative matters in the executive secretariat in Abuja. So he is appointed by the authority of heads of state and government. Then we have consideration for all areas of responsibility show that Council of Ministers. It is the authority of heads of state and government that will consider what to recommend. Or when they do their work, they pass it to the authority to approve. Now, the Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers consists of 2 ministers from each member state. It holds meetings at least twice a year, with the chairmanship rotated annually among member states. I think this is clear enough. Every member state will send 2 representatives to the council, and that is the body that meets twice a year. The chairmanship is rotated. Functions of Council of Ministers include that it prepares the meeting agenda for the supreme organ, which is the authority of head of state and government. This organ is the one to prepare the agenda of their meeting. It implements decisions and policies of ECOWAS. When decisions are taken, it is this body that implements whatever program or policies that will be implemented or carried out by the organization, ECOWAS. It recommends appointment of the Executive Secretary for approval. Authority of head of state and government is the one to approve who will be the Executive Secretary, but Council of Ministers will be the one to recommend the appointments. Finally, to say the least, the council approves the budget of the community. Yes, it's inexhaustive. There are so other things that they do as functions. The budget, like we said, in terms of money, finance, funding to spend within the year. It is this council that will approve it for implementation. Executive Secretariat, yes, as the name suggests, that is the head office for information, administrative matters, correspondences of ECOWAS. It is located in Abuja, currently Nigeria. It is headed by Executive Secretary, who holds office for 4 years, but may be re-elected. For purpose of better understanding, the picture here shows the current Executive Secretary, John Azuma, is from Ghana. This is the man who is at the helm of affairs in Abuja as Executive Secretary of ECOWAS. What are the functions to be carried out or being carried out by the organ? Number 1, day-to-day affairs of the ECOWAS in terms of administrative work is implemented or carried out by Executive Secretariat. It handles all correspondences of the community. Information comes to ECOWAS, information goes out in paper, in records. It passes through the Executive Secretariat for records to keep. It prepares the annual budget of the community. And once this is done, the budget will be approved by the authority of head of state and government to be implemented by the Council of Ministers. This is the organ that prepares it. What to be spent, what is expected to come in as income, and what to spend within the year. It prepares the agenda for meeting of Council of Ministers. Yes, before Council of Ministers will meet, it is this body that prepares what and what to discuss. Let's go to the last one. Technical and specialized commissions basically are set up, framed in such a way that will take care of aspects or areas that need to be taken care of, as their name suggests. And that is where we have functions of technical and specialized commissions. The one for Trade, Custom, Immigration, Monetary and Payments Commission does what it involves in that particular area in terms of trade, in terms of custom, immigration. It is that commission that handles it. Industry, Agriculture and Natural Resources Commission. As the name suggests, industry, agriculture, natural resources, all aspects of this area is handled by that commission. Then we also have Transport, Communication and Energy Commission. That's another specialized agency, if you want to call it like that, agency or commission. Yes, especially that's the focus of the areas where they are responsible. Social and Cultural Affairs Commission. Yes, aspect of social life, culture of member states. that's to be handled by ECOWAS. It is this commission that will take responsibility. Then Defense Commission. Defense Commission is a body that sees to the affairs of peace, to maintain peace among countries of West Africa, or if there are crises or uprising or conflicts that could lead to war between member states. It is the ECOWAS Technical Commission under defense that will handle it. That is the Defense Commission. And to take you back to historical lane, when Nigeria was involved in formation of ECOMOG, ECOMOG means ECOWAS Monitoring Group. When there are crises in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, and even Cote d'Ivoire, it was through the Defense Commission that the ECOWAS handled the matter. Troops were gathered from countries of West Africa who are members of ECOWAS, and these people made sure that there was peace that was restored in these three countries. Give thanks to the Defense Commission and ECOMOG. Finally, we have the tribunal. Tribunal is the judicial organ of ECOWAS handling its legal matters. It is a special judicial panel that handles everything that could lead to crisis, that could lead to conflicts between countries of West Africa. And it determines not only to interpret the treaty of the community, it also determines how law and justice is observed. The number one, so to say, is to interpret the treaty of the community. Treaty is the written statement or written agreement between or among member states in such a way that there won't be problems. According to the whole work according to the charter of ECOWAS. So it is this organ, the tribunal, that will interpret where there are conflicts. This is the way it should be, this is the way it should be. Interpretation of the law. As you have in your SS1 scheme of work, arms of government, judiciary interprets the law. So like I said, it also ensures that law and justice is observed.
Acing your WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO Candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
Today, we have learnt about formation of ECOWAS, how it was formed, the aims and objectives, organs that runs its activities. Then we need to look at, for practice, some of the questions to be able to know if truly we have been able to assimilate one or two things from what we have discussed today. Number one, full meaning of ECOWAS is dash. When was ECOWAS formed? Mention two people who initiated the formation of ECOWAS. Number 2A, state three functions each of the following organs of ECOWAS. Authority of heads of state and government, executive secretariats. Let's look at probable solution or answers to these questions. 1A, full meaning of ECOWAS is Economic Community of West African States. Is that correct? I know you are saying yes. 1B, when was ECOWAS formed? ECOWAS was formed May 28, 1975. Don't forget. 1C, mention two people who initiated the formation of ECOWAS. Answer number 1, General Yakubu Gowon of Nigeria, Nasingbe Eyadema of Togo. State 3 functions each of the following organs of ECOWAS. 1. Authority of head of state and government. Look at the answers. You can look for more in case you have to write 5 or more than under examination condition. It discusses common economic matters of ECOWAS in general. It approves the treaties or agreements of the community and proposals for amendment of ECOWAS Charter. Don't forget, community. That is talking about ECOWAS as a body. So it is very correct to mention ECOWAS as a community. It approves the appointment of the executive secretary, like we have learned when we started the discussion, under functions of authority of head of state and government. Executive Secretariat functions. It carries out all day-to-day affairs of ECOWAS. It's a correct answer, and that is good for you. You get your correct mark, full mark. It handles all correspondences of the community and keeps custody of all documents as well as records of other organs. Yes. It prepares the annual budget of the community. Yes. And it prepares the agenda for meeting of Council of Ministers. You can look for more points in case you have to write more than 4. From this, I believe we have learned something reasonably. I want to thank you for being with me today. If you have any questions, suggestions, or questions to ask, feel free and send it to any of our social media handles as displayed on the screen. I want to thank you for being with me once again. Take care of yourself and be safe. See you next time.